it like rocket fuel.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never try. You will never know, you ain't never tried.
Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Jackson. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Steelers pick up 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Okay, ready?
50 seconds to Mike.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Slam.
Check 9.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bryant, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Ready? Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Check pass. Check pass. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Now.
Right back to him on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Shift. Hard. Hatchet. Check. Crunch. Hey, foxtrot. Let's go.
2nd and 5. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Set up. 8, read. Hey, defense, let's go. Check 4. Set up.
On first down, Bryant. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. We got 4. Whip. Watch the whip.
Rock it. Hit it.
2nd and 11. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll give it to Mixon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
25. Check 25.
Check it back.
Check 3. Wide. Get wide.
What do you want?
Another try for Mixon. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Bullock's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, and a little floater there is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Pick it up, D. Smooth. Check. Lucky. Check.
2nd and 10. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner, and he'll go down at the 28. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Bryant with a catch right side. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Quick edge. Come. Hey, Sam on. He's coming. Double up. Tighten up. Get it.
Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Conner. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with 4th down and 1.
Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
They find some open field here. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
55, Mike, 55. Mike.
Jackson on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Jackson. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch one. Check. Back. Look at me. Zipper. Now.
And to give this time to the tailback. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Break.
Mike 57. You don't want none. Get it. Pick up the ball.
Let's go.
On third down, it's Bryant. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be taken at the 13. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Right here.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey, Orville. Out. Leo. Check 43. Hit it.
They'll look to throw, and he is not going to get away. rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. You know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He's got daylight, 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Bullet good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you're doing.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And an alley to run. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll run on first down. Bryant. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
2nd and 13. That's complete to White. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Got his man. It's Eifert. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. I'm here all day. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Watch it, ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 6.
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Now Roethlisberger got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Kevin White in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals because why not? Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no? I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game. Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 1st down. It's Bryant, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards. Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Sponge. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? 6 guard. Check 6 guard. 44.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Roethlisberger forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him. Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open? Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change? I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up. We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Once again, they run with Mixon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
What we got?
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. It's caught. Nelson. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. J.J. Nelson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Bengals 29, Steelers 10.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger to the right side and complete to Washington. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
24.
Switch. Check three.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
No. Off. Cross. 3, check 3. 77.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Check the outs. Kill.
Solid, 5 down.
Joker. Watch the edge.
Alert.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He completes it right side to White. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
One's the Mike. Watch one. Rip right. Check.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Go.
I got it. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Darren Waller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2.
Hey. Here comes the me. It's me. Rush in.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch tight end. Even. Mike.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Lets it go for Nelson. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Easy, easy.
Here we go. Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
No spacing.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
Now a first carry for their fullback. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, after that pickup of a 1st down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Check 31.
Take both of them.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger on the left side. A catch by White. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Tight dog. Tight alert, alert. Hey, Echo.
Check 24. Shit.
Take 2 of them.
Check.
Alert, alert. Hey, zoom.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let him know.
Jack 16.
45. Mike, 45.
Hey, exit.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Black 20. Hey, keep it up. 50. Black is good.
Now Roethlisberger. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. J.J. Nelson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that will extend this big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Gets fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Let's go! Let's go!
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Again, it's Mixon. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.